So all you guys, how about now? Do we have sound? Sound check. 1, 2. Sound. Can you hear now? Can you hear me now? I'm hoping we can hear. Can you hear us? Sound? Good. I love it. Those one. Yup. All right. Anyway, so we're going to try to play back what I just said because you guys probably just saw a whole bunch of lips moving or whatnot. Well, I can't stay if my phone's going to die. Oh no, Rosalind. Okay, just a quick shout out to the people who are already in the chat room. Thank you for joining us. Roopster760, always a pleasure. We got Rosalind. How you doing? Be careful since you're driving. And sorry that your phone is about to die. Jim from Bang Time Pool. There's not enough that I can say about you, man. You are totally impressive. Definitely started with a lower number of subs than I did when we first started, and now look at you. Huge. You're getting to the juggernaut status. Let's see, who do we got? Todd, always a pleasure seeing you on there. Todd, I have not forgotten about you. We are going to talk about the 10 ball and whatnot, and that's in the works. Mr. Edit, love that you're on here. Thank you very much. Darren. And, okay, so, again, as I was saying in the very beginning, I hope everybody had a happy new year now that we're in 2021. We got Jeff Ost here. You've probably seen him in some of the live streams that we've done. We play together. He is a very good player. Unfortunately, and I don't know if this punchline is going to work now since I said it twice and the spontaneity is not there anymore, but Jeff has an issue, a condition, if you will, and it is called I cannot eat gluten, which for my generation, tell us about it. What is this gluten issue?
I recently just found out.
Oh wait, see, now he messed up the whole thing. What is it actually called?
Celiac disease.
Celiac disease, which in turn I said, we're not talking about your penis or anything. So tell us about what this celiac thing is. See, it doesn't work the same way. Okay, let's move on with the celiac.
I've had stomach issues for years and years and years. I finally saw a gastroenterologist, a doctor who specializes in digestive system. And he says,
I wonder if you picked that in a brochure. Like, are you like, you know what? This gastro practice, I think this is what I want to do.
Gastroenterology.
Yeah.
So he did an endoscopy, so I had the camera shoved down my throat while I was out.
What's the other way called?
Colonoscopy.
Colon.
That's up the other end.
Right. No. let's opt not to go that way. So. Yeah.
And I found out I have celiac disease, to explain a lot of health issues. So celiac is a allergy to gluten. So when I consume gluten, my body has a reaction that causes the autoimmune reaction. So basically, my immune system is attacking my own body because of the allergic reaction. Wow,
that is crazy. Does anybody else have this celiac disease? If you do, chime in. You got a fellow celiac brother right here. That actually sounds kind of cool, like a celiac. Are you a part of the celiacs?
That doesn't sound so cool.
No, it's not. What do you have? What kind of diet do you have? Like, is it hard?
Oh yeah, it's real hard.
Oh.
I've had to cut out all breads.
It's real hard.
I can't eat fast food joints because they're deep fried and
I see. Sorry guys, I keep on hitting the mute button on it. My bad. So hopefully the sound's back on. Great. Never mind. Just checking on the stream. Great. Okay. Anyway, yeah. So Jeff is just saying that he can't eat meat. That's pretty sad.
I can't eat meat.
He doesn't want to eat meat.
I was vegan for about 6 months.
Well, what happens? What happens if you do eat gluten? Do you get sick? Feel sick?
I don't know, because I've been eating it my whole life. My body had built up a tolerance to it. I was still getting reactions, but because of the tolerance, I didn't notice anything when I eat it. But now that I haven't eaten it in 2 months, if I was to eat gluten all of a sudden, I have no idea what would happen.
Do you think we should make Jeff eat gluten right now and see the reaction?
No,
I'm just joking. I'm not.
out.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I don't think I have enough puppy pads just in case something happens right here in the studio. That'd be kind of wacky and weird. So yeah. All right. Just a couple things that I wanted to cover right now with y'all. And again, I'm sending out some shout outs to the people that are in the chat room. Russian Crush Gaming, thanks for joining us. What's going on? But did you hear about what's going on in the capital, our capital?
Briefly.
Tell us what you heard. Actually, this is happening in Washington, D.C. too.
Well, I don't know anything about here.
Yeah, I'm misinformed.
I only heard about what happened in D.C. I try to stay away from politics.
Stay away from politics. Do you think it's right or wrong? Ken Fallon. Oh, that's my teammate. Do you know who Ken Fallon is?
Yeah, that's my teammate. For your cup.
What cup? No, I'm just joking. If you guys haven't been following on the Talking Runs, Making Runs Facebook page, this weekend, January 9th, starting at 9 a.m., is our first invitational local cup. We are going to mirror the gameplay that you normally see on the Moscone Cup with regular people. Well, gifted regular people who love pool.
Amateur players.
Yeah, okay, all right. I didn't want to say it like that.
Bunch
but
of amateurs.
Amateur players. So, amateur players will be playing on my stream starting at 9 a.m. And again, we're going to be following the Moscone Cup type of play. So it's to explain it. It's basically we got 8 players that were. So what had happened was on my Facebook, I put out, "Hey, first 8 players. I'm trying to put a Moscone Cup type of gameplay. If you're interested, I am me." Obviously, it's going to be local people because nobody's going to fly out here. Plus all the red tape with the whole pandemic thing, you know. But the first 8 players chimed in. Then there was a random draw for 2 captains. And then out of those 2 captains, they took turns picking teammates from the remaining 6 people who chimed in. So then now we have 2 teams. One team. What is your guys' team called? Ken, can you tell us what your team name is? Jeff doesn't even know. That's how good of a teammate you got.
Well, I came up with the name. What do you mean?
What's the team name?
Pierce County's okayest players.
Pierce County is a part of it?
Well, we're all from Pierce County.
Oh, okay. So say it one more time.
Pierce County's okayest players.
Okayest players. Very modest. That's good. So, and the other team's name. Oh, your team is headed up by Tanya Walsworth. So you might as well tell us who's all on the team, just in case if they catch this on the recast, or they actually are on right now.
Tanya and her husband, Devin, Ken Fallon, and then myself.
Awesome. On the other team, which is called the Legend Killers, very aggressive name, I think.
I'll take that as a compliment.
How is that a compliment? Oh, you guys are legends!
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Who's actually on that team?
Your team.
Who's on that team? Oh, it is my team. Okay, so it is headed up by. Oh, now I'm drawing a blank, which is kind of embarrassing. It's headed up by Kanan Mullins, then myself, Daniel Wingate, and Tiffany Degenstein. So that should be interesting. Interesting game.
Pretty even too.
Yeah,
Teams are
yeah.
pretty even.
I would agree on that. But more on that. We're actually covering current events. But yeah, at the Capitol, the protesters. So if you know more that you were out in the chat about what's going on over at the Capitol, tell me what you think, because here's my honest opinion. I get that you want to exercise your freedom of speech, right? And you want to exercise your opinion, and you want to be heard. And for the most part, why I joined the military is so you can have that right. But is it right the way that they're going about it?
Well, no, because obviously there's a lot of violence. But people are that angry, get that many people together causes of a lot of irrational thought. And a lot of chaos comes from that irrational thought.
I agree. What they should do is settle this in a race in 9-ball. What? Yeah. Yeah. All right. Enough of that. Let's not talk about politics. You don't like politics?
I don't like to talk about it. Everybody's opinions are too strong.
That is true. So, for those of you who live in Pierce County or in Washington with us, Governor Kingsley has grouped a lot of counties together. So, the counties that we're in, which is Pierce County, King County, and Snohomish, we are at phase 1. All right. So, at phase 1, everything's shut down. Everybody got to wear masks, no dining in, whatnot. Now, to get out of phase 1, we have to show our numbers of anything that has to deal with COVID are either leveled out or start to decrease. Then we move into phase 2. So what does that mean? Currently, we're not playing any leagues, so the only thing that we got is virtual matches, which holler to practically everybody who's in this chat right now who supports, especially Jim, who hosts these virtual matches. So that gives us an arena to practice what we love, play what we love, which is cool. Big shout out to everybody who supports Jim's virtual 9-ball, and everybody who actually plays, and of course everybody who's in the stream right now. Thank you very much, bottom of my heart.
We also have the Garage League.
Oh, tell us about this Garage League. So, just in case if anybody else wants to hold a Garage League of their own, what went into this Garage League?
I don't remember whose idea it was, but being ran by a friend of ours named James. And we just finished the session. And basically, you have teams of 2. In order to play, you have to have your own table at your house.
Mm-hmm.
And so instead of having a home bar, you have your home table with teams of 2. Now it's only 2 of us at a time travel around to play 2 other people.
Okay.
So for example, myself and my dad were on a team. If we were the home team that week, another team would come to my table, and we would play a match. We try to keep it even, make sure there's a low rated player and a high rated player, and that the low plays a low and the higher plays a higher player, so it keeps it even and fun for everybody. And we just played 3 racks of 9-ball and 3 racks of 8-ball.
3 racks of 9, 3 racks of 8.
We had weekly dues 6. And team fees, and all that money came back to us, in which my team took first place. So.
But here's my question to you: What about the legality and red tape and all that stuff about how did money switch hands? How was money like?
It was all electronic. So
okay.
You pay either through Facebook Pay or you pay with Venmo or something on. All the money was transferred electronically, not hand to hand.
I get it.
And we always kept away from at least 6 feet away from each other.
Right. Yeah. So Just so you guys know, even though that we're going to have a total of 8 players in the game that we're going to play on Saturday, there will be social distancing. Everybody will be wearing a mask. And I think we'll also have rubbing alcohol anywhere that you need it. Just because. Anyway, Ken says that I'm in for playing League. So here's an idea that I was tossing around, and I might as well throw it out there. If you can make it work, awesome. I'm going to look at seeing how it can work as well. Give me your guys' opinion if this is a good idea. So anybody who's ever gone to a major pool event, like an APA in Vegas or Nationals with BCA, you always have something called the mini tournament, right? So I was thinking maybe either I'd use the Facebook platform or this platform, but once we can figure out how to exchange money in a safe and trusting way, what if we had mini manias online? Like, obviously you'd get a board, so how many people you want on that board, say 8, right? Everybody signs up, everybody puts in their buy-in, right? And then whenever you're ready to play, you go and do it. You just get it out of the way. Unfortunately, you'd have
your own table.
Yeah, on anybody's table. Playing the ghost is one thing, but actually playing a person face to face is a whole different story. But like, you can do those and whatnot. What do you think about that?
That could work. One thing I saw that was similar to that, tournament ran on Facebook page. Let's talk about it.
Okay.
This one guy was running it, and they're playing 9-ball, and you play to your skill level. So everybody paid their buy-in fee, and then I think you only played against your skill levels, but that was just for this tournament's sake.
Okay.
So let's say if you're a 7, play by yourself, and you go to 55. So whoever gets to their race, the least amount of innings. So if you're playing by yourself, you miss.
Okay.
If you deliberately foul, that's 2 innings. So that keep people from trying to break balls out on purpose and deliberately foul just to make it easier for the next couple of shots.
Right on. As a suggestion, Todd Elson said that you could probably use PayPal or something like that. Totally understandable. I think with this trying to do something like that, this is where it is a gentleman's game, and honesty is key, especially if you're going to run something like this.
The whole thing too with that is that you have to have a camera and you have to film yourself live.
Oh, okay.
Doing it that way. I mean, if
right.
It's too easy if you're not filming yourself and you're not being watched.
Sure, absolutely. I think TSPN does something like that on a grander scale.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But, just for us local blokes, we could probably put something together. So, guys, be on the lookout. I'm going to see if I can get that ironed out. I think it's one thing to play for the love of the game, for supporting a channel. It's entirely different when you're playing for a monetary value. So, and I'm from back in the day, where if you walked into a bar and you saw somebody shooting pool, one of the first questions is, "What do you want to play for?" I don't know if you're used to that because I know Jeff doesn't gamble, so that's a good.
I don't like playing at bars against random people because they've always got such bullshit rules.
That's true.
I'm so used to tournament rules, I don't even want to bother.
Right. What's one of the rules that you can't stand?
Bar rules?
Yeah, bar rules. And those of you out in the chat, if you have heard some outlandish bar rules, please type it in so we can address it and debunk it if some of these people are watching. So tell me a bar rule, because I have one that just drives me nuts.
Well, one that I kind of remember, because I haven't played in a bar against random people in I think, 12 years or 13 years.
Mm-hmm.
One of them that I remember is that you call a pocket and you make it in that pocket, but let's say it hits a rail first, or if it hits off another ball first, they don't count it. Or if you make your ball in the pocket you called, but one of their balls goes in, they're going to tell you that it's your turn's over.
Yep, that is
Those
crazy.
Those are two that I really remember.
That is crazy. So Russian Crush Gaming says, I had a guy say the 8-ball didn't count because it touched the rail before going in the pocket. And that's just like what you were saying.
Yeah.
Even though that you call the ball in pocket, it did something other than what
they
you
want
actually
you to specify exactly how it's going to get there.
You know what? I think that's ridiculous. You know what? If the shoes were on the other feet, I bet you anything that person would be like, yeah, that was a win. You know what I'm saying? The one that I don't like is where you break and you scratch on the brake, and they say that it's a loss. You know what I'm saying? That one drives me nuts. Depending on my mood and who's in the bar or whatnot, I let it go. I'm like, okay, whatever. It's not a loss, but you know what? If that's what you're used to, it was your table, go and run it. So I'm like, okay, cool. Any more rules that kind of drive you nuts?
Not that I remember. I know there was lack of rules, like not hitting a rail after you make contact, or not hitting your own ball. So you hit their ball first, and you just kind of leave it there and not touch anything.
Or doing a combination off your ball and making their ball and thinking that it's still their turn.
Something like that.
Yeah, that's usually when you're playing with a girl and you're trying to get with her, so you're kind of letting her do all that. So yeah, see, that's why I call shot and call pocket or different. Ken, I don't understand exactly what you mean by that. Rush. Can you hear me now? All right. See, terrible. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Hopefully we picked right back up. We didn't lose you guys. Thanks a lot if you guys are sticking around. That is redonkulous. I had, normally it's my fault when I do an oops on my show. It's because like the buttons aren't working, but literally that it just. Anyway, what were we talking about? We were talking about stupid rules, like made up rules. Go back right here. So on the made up rules, right? Out there on the made up rules. Have you ever heard the one where did I lose audio again?
No.
Okay, no. All right. One of the made up rules is the butt on the side to separate the ball away
from the rail.
From the rail. I mean, who literally came up with that? Who was like, okay, no, the ball's too close to the rail. You're allowed to put the butt into the rail and the ball, and that's how far. I mean, it's.
I think that probably came about because people let their kids do that.
If
you got a little kid trying to play, and they can't hit it, they tell them to move the ball away, and then just kind of stuck with them for life.
Ridiculous. Super dumb. Again, some quick shout outs to who we got out there. Little Chris has joined us. Hey, Little Chris, congratulations on being on top of the hill. Sounds like that came from miniature golf? Really? The separation from of course Chris would know. Do you know who Little Chris is?
No.
Okay, he has to do some homework on who Little Chris is. He's the juggernaut. No, so yeah, that's amazing. Where would they come in and say, put the stick down there? Any other rules that you can think of?
That covers all the ones I remember.
Yeah. I think, is that it? Did we cover all those ridiculous rules out there when you play with some people at the bar or a house and they're like, no, you can't do that or whatever?
Oh, yeah.
So, too. Let's see, what else? Little Chris says that came from miniature golf. When the golf ball was next to the rail, you could use your putter to move the golf ball from the rail. Makes sense. And then somebody said, you know what? This is kind of like golf with multiple balls. Let's just incorporate that.
Yeah.
No.
Moving balls on green surface.
Yeah. Yeah, that's terrible. Terrible. Anybody out there in the chat can you tell me where pool was first played and how it was played and how did it move from where it was where it was at and then to how it is now. So I mean there was a progression. You guys can.
That's a lot to cover.
Yeah. Yeah. So. I'm taking a break from work on my next APA League match for YouTube and saw that you were live. Oh, thanks, Chris. Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year to everybody in the chat right now and watching my channel. I hope that this year, even though that we're dealing with some from the gate, some stuff that it's kind of ugly. For us to do as humans, but I hope fortune and good health this year. I hope that you set attainable goals or even hard goals, and I hope that you get to them. So, anyway, moving on with our show. So this right here, I wanted to play a couple videos for my guest, and wanted him to talk about it. Now, this is a pool show, all right? And so I want you to be objective, and I want you to give you. I'm gonna show your face right now. Oh no!
Thanks.
Jeff looked like he was pooping, but so be objective, and give me your honest opinion. All right, here we go. Ready? And as they come up, give me your honest opinion about
Wait,
it.
I'm not ready.
Oh, no!
Okay, I'm ready.
Let's go. Think that's a good idea? How about that one? You're a car guy, right? That's a little much.
Yeah.
I think that's very practical.
Asphyxiation? That'll keep you from dying from COVID.
That person is an illegal alien, I think. So,
Biohazard.
yeah. I don't know. At least that one has a air hole.
Bubble boy.
And that, you know what? I think that's something that we all should practice. Oh, my son loves this one. Sorry, Brandon. No cap. I hope that's clean. I like the smell of onions. I really do.
I do not.
Fresh ones and cooked ones. You drink coffee.
That was a terrible dad joke.
Yeah. You know, there's some poor dog right now just biting the shit out of his tail. Because this guy. A sponge. Yeah. That helps if you have a runny nose. I'm gonna leave this one alone. Oh, that's terrible. Alright, are we back on? I think we're back on. Got it back. Alright, if you guys just caught that, I just showed Jeff a YouTube channel that I saw like a lot of different masks out there. So, Jeff, what kind of mask are you wearing? And for those of you guys who that me and Jeff are very close, we're not. We're at least. It's true. Okay. Anyway, those masks, right?
Yeah, I wear a neck gaiter because of the beard. The regular masks, they don't sit well, and it makes my beard itch, so I wear the neck gaiter and
He
just
would
pull it
just
up.
rub that in my face because damn well I cannot grow facial hair. At least not like that. Anyway, yes, a neck grater. Yeah, a big neck grater. Because why?
Because a regular mask makes my beard itch.
So the regular mask is beard itch. Okay, I'm going to show you one more and tell me what you honestly think about this. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have a weak stomach, you might want to look away. But let's view this one right here. Little innocent. You walk the dog. Oh, I forgot to bring bags. But let me just pick this up. Here we go. Oh shoot! I don't want to catch COVID. I got it. Why don't I just
turn it around?
Turn it around. That's what I'm gonna do. And we're done. Yes. What do you think about that?
First of all, if you're out walking by yourself with the dog, you probably don't need a mask.
That's true.
That was my
That is
first
true.
thought.
Mr. Edit, did we lose? No, we didn't. Okay, Mr. Edit said no. Yes, no. That is pretty gross. So when you're walking a dog, that's true. You don't really need a mask unless you are like in a populated area.
Yeah. Maybe a dog park around a bunch of people, but
Yeah.
if you're out by yourself, it's really not necessary.
All right, let's think about the pros and cons, though. I mean, con, she may get sick. I'm just saying. And she looked like she was a pretty attractive young lady. But it doesn't matter how attractive you are, if your breath smells like doo-doo, that's a bad thing.
Yeah, she might get sick from the inhalation of fecal matter.
Yes. Exactly right. The practice room is in with us. Tango Bravo Zulu. How you doing, bud? If you're just catching up, what we're talking about masks, and we just saw a video. You know what? Let's play it again. Play it again. Here we go. Tell us what you think. If you're just now catching it, she is doing the right thing by picking up the doggy poo with her mask. And she's being smart and turning it around.
Did you know that I can see you?
Brody!
The epitome of human intelligence.
Yes.
Although watching it a second time, I'm pretty sure that video was faked.
Oh. Can't fake that.
What do you mean? You look at the mask, there's nothing on it, and then while they just happen to be filming with their phone of some lady walking her dog at the right moment.
That might be true. We might have to Google search this guy, that actual video, and see if that was true or not, because girls, especially a girl, like I said, she was pretty attractive. I don't think she would subject herself to doo-doo in the face.
If she's in the high heels, I guarantee she's not going to pick up dog shit.
And, yeah, so when I first saw that, I cringed, but now that you put that in my head, yeah,
that's what I'm good at.
Heck no.
Make you view a different perspective.
Right on. All right. Well, I appreciate everybody in the live chat, and it looks like we're nearing the hour mark, 45 minutes. And usually I like to keep my show at that length, unless we really get into it like we did with the creators. And creators, that was a fun day. That was Little Chris, Darren from Mr. Edit 1, and Jim from Bang Time Pool. If you haven't seen that live stream, you should watch it. A lot of fun. A lot of sleeveless action from all the hosts. It's a lot of man candy. Girl candy. I said that all wrong. It's a lot of candy somewhere in there, so if you want to check that out, that should be pretty fun. Also, another thing, again, as a reminder, coming January 9th, which is Saturday, 9 o'clock, I don't expect everybody to hang out all day. And since this is the first one of its kind in my area, I don't know what the duration is of this gameplay or live stream, but we are hosting our own invitational local cup where we mirror the 20 Cup format. It's going to be 2 teams, 4 players each. Each player will play each player once from the opposing team, and then they'll be matched up in teams that don't repeat. And those 2 teams will play, and then at the end of it, whoever scores the most points walks away with the title. There is a monetary value to it. We did agree on how much we'll be playing for, and the cost is so exuberant that it's almost embarrassing to say it online, so I will not disclose that. That'll be amongst us. The cool thing about that, though, is that it has gotten good traction in the local area. So we already got people who want to challenge the winners of this. So the format that I'm going to follow for this particular gameplay is that the next match will be at the latter part of February. And what's going to happen is I'm going to put out on Facebook, I need the first 8 players who chime in, who come in and say, hey, I want to play. Then we'll do a random draw for a captain. Once that captain is established, then that person will pick out of the remaining 7 the team that he's going to field. All right. Now, if the somewhat okay pool players, is that what your team's called?
Memory's awful.
What's your team called?
Pierce County's okayest players.
Okay, Pierce County's okayest players. Now, they have two people Devin Walsh and Tanya Walsh. This is going to be their last major pool outing that they're going to have because they have decided to move out of state and is to better their lives. So I wish them the best of luck and good fortune, like I said before. But if they end up winning, two of them will stay on. So from that 8, one person is going to be a team captain, random draw. Then the team captain, whoever is going to be the team captain, because Tanya is leaving, so they're going to decide who the team captain for the defending team, if they become champs, will pick from that pool as well, one at a time, field the two teams. Does that make sense? And the reason why I'm doing that is because, yeah, you can put together a stacked team and run this thing like all the way through, but that's not what I want. I just want I want people to spread the word. 2, I want people to meet other people, and then develop that camaraderie and trust, and then go along with it. And obviously, it puts a little, scribble in your pocket. So that's what we're doing, why I'm doing that, and whatnot. So again, that's going to be live streamed on my channel, this particular channel right here, January 9th, Saturday, 9 a.m. We're going to start off with a couple interviews in the beginning, maybe some trash talking, but not really because everybody knows everybody.
Friendly banter.
And it's friendly banter, so that should be kind of fun. So, Banconi Cup, I like it. That's what I'm talking about right there. Do you have anything that you want to close out with?
I do not.
Any shout outs?
I'm really bad at this, so
Don't forget your girlfriend.
I don't want
Say something
spotlight.
about your girlfriend. It's always good. Say something about your girlfriend. Okay, I'll say something about my girlfriend. I love the fact that she is so supportive in what I do, and helping me out with everything that I need. Like the other day, she actually let me go play in a underground pool tournament, which I'm not going to disclose. But I was out until the wee hours of the night, and she was still happy somewhat.
Made it pretty far. I was 2 and out.
Oh yeah, I made it.
I was not
I was like
happy.
4th place. So anyway, yeah, no shout outs, Mom?
Nope.
Your dog?
Nope.
Okay, all right. Again, thank you very much, everybody, for joining in. Just a quick shout out for the people that I have immediately right here: the practice room, Bang Time, Rush and Crush Gaming, Little Chris, Mr. Edit, Roopster was in here, Todd was in here, Tango Bravo was in here. Doing well. If I didn't catch anything that you said during the stream, I apologize. Not that I'm trying to ignore you whatsoever or whatnot. Do leave a comment on anything that you want to see on the next live stream in the rack. So the local cup is going to be a different showing in the rack. Again, I'm trying just to find my normal what is it called when you do something in a systematic way?
Lost me.
I love it. Where I'm trying to be a set schedule. That's what I'm trying to say. So I'm trying to do, every Thursday, but, life and work and whatnot because I'm a normal guy. So I appreciate it. You guys have a good one. If you haven't subscribed to any of the channels that I mentioned earlier, check their channels out. I'm small time. They're big time. I'm just a squirrel looking for an acorn.
Trying to get a nut.
That too. So, everybody, peace, love, happiness, and like always, I hope to see you guys on the table.